Hi Stampers, it's Nancy from stampandshout.com. Welcome to my weekly live video. Today I'm sharing some Christmas in July cards. So I don't know if that's good or bad for you guys. No one wants to rush it, but these are actually going to be my first Christmas cards. And I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes when it comes to December, I still need to make more cards. So I guess it doesn't hurt to start a little bit early. Plus, we have all these new stamps, and well, I'm using one of the older stamps. It's in the annual catalog. I'm using the Peaceful Deer stamp set, and that comes with the coordinating punch. But before we get started, I just wanted to make a couple of announcements. Don't forget that it's celebration time. That means if you're thinking about buying something, for every $50, you get to get something free out of that celebration catalog. So I don't want you to miss out on that. Paper Pumpkin looks really good this month. It's a sunflower themed cards. I guess it makes 9 cards. But I will have all that information on my blog, which is stampandshout.com. So after the video, I'll go back to my blog and I'll put a couple links in there. And you can go back to my blog tomorrow or later on, and you'll be able to see the details of tonight's card that we're making and anything else that we talk about, the paper pumpkin and celebration, all that'll be there. But let's get on to tonight's projects. I'm doing something a little bit different this week. We're going to make one card, and it's really, really pretty. And then I made some other cards. I actually made 4 other cards. I'm going to show you 3 of them tonight. And they're all made with the Peaceful Deer stamp set. And then I have one more that I'm going to show you on Friday. It's my fast card to fancy card. So altogether, we're going to have 5 Peaceful Deer cards. So let me show you a few of them. This is the card that we're going to make tonight. It's the Easel card, or a Fun Fold Easel card. And then, like I said, I have some others I want to show you. But the other thing that I'm doing different tonight is I've got some free stuff to give away. So I'm excited about that. I was trying to think how to do it. And people are usually a little bit shy to leave comments. So in order to get the giveaway, you need to comment. And the more comments, the more times your name will go into the hat, and you'll be able to win. And I'm giving away the Hippiest Hippos bundle. So that is in the celebration catalog. Let's see if I can find it really quick. I can't. But it's so popular. I was just going to show you a picture of it in the catalog. I'll find it in a minute. But that's one of the most popular stamps that are out there right now. So if you leave comments and you share my video, I'm going to collect all of those comments. And I'm doing this through Saturday. And I'm going to pick a winner, and they will win the Hippiest Hippos bundle. I also have to give away, my next giveaway would be the Peaceful Prints Designer Series paper. So this is discontinued paper, and I have a brand new pack of it, and I'm going to cut it into 6x6 packs, and I'm going to give that away. And again, that's for your comments and your sharing. Even though that's discontinued paper, I figured, well, since the stamp set is still active and the punch is active, that's still pretty useful paper. Plus, it's beautiful paper. And what else? I have one other thing I'm going to give away, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. So this is the card we're going to make, and I want to talk a little bit about the other cards. So I tried to do some in different colors, and of course you could take these layouts and switch them up for your favorite Christmas color. But what I'm going to do is I am going to give the PDFs away free with a purchase. So we'll have 5 PDFs that I'm giving away with the purchase, but don't worry about that now. All the information is on my blog, or if you're reading this here. But let's talk about these cards. So this card here is basic gray, and it looks like an ornament. It's got a little piece of that mylar on there, and the deer is stamped in there, and it just looks like a kind of a little bit of ornament with a little bit of embellishments, and it's embossed with that new embossing folder. And then the inside has a few of the stars, sending love and peace this season. Then the other one, these are what, balmy blue, and this has the little snowflake, which we're going to use tonight, so we'll talk about that later. And he's propped up on a couple of layering circles, and this is the music embossing folder. And again, the inside we stamped a few stars to make it pretty. And then this fun fold, this is shaded spruce and the glitter paper. And you open it up like that, and this is all embossed in here. So those are 3 of the PDFs that I am offering, plus this one, plus the one that's coming out on Friday. So I hope you're a Facebook follower, because you'll see all that information on my Facebook page and, of course, my blog. So let's get started. Okay, so the color of the base is shaded spruce. I know that's kind of looks funny in the camera, but it's a real pretty color. So I have that, and that is 11 by 4 1/4. Another shaded spruce in 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then for the front of the card, we have white, that's 4 by 5 1/4. White, that is 5 by 3 3/4, and it's embossed with the time-worn 3D folder. Then we have a piece of gold that is 4 1/4 by 3. Piece of shaded spruce that's 4 by 2 7/8. And then the white, and again that's embossed with the time-worn folder, and that's 3 7/8 by 2 3/4. And then for the inside, I have a piece of white that's 4 by 5 1/4. A little scrap of that glimmer for our deer. We have shaded spruce that is 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. We have a piece of white that is 3 1/2 by 1 1/2. A little piece of gold that's 2 3/4 by 7/8, and a little piece of white that's 2 1/2 by 3/4, and a couple of circles. I think it's a 2 1/4 and a 2-inch circle. So let's get started. I'm also using the wonderful snowflakes. There are 24 of them in here, and if you look back, we're going to have it on tonight's card, and then again it's on this card here. So these are really nice with just some pretty designer series paper and a sentiment. So these are really useful, and they're not that expensive, which is always a good thing, right? Okay, I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, and we are going to score this piece at 2 3/4. Just double checking. 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Okay. Then I'll bring in my bone folder, and we're going to fold it just like we normally do, right there in the middle. And then we're going to fold this piece back. And that's going to create the little base for our easel. So now I'm going to bring this piece in, which is, I said, same size as the front. And we're going to put some glue here, and we're going to attach that. If you're having trouble commenting on here, this is new software. What I was told, and it works because I did a test today, is you go to youtube.com, and then up in the top right corner, you see your little Google icon. You click on it and you create an account, and that's all you need to do. And then you're able to leave comments. So I got a little bit of glue right there. So that's the start of it. Okay, next we're going to add our white pieces. I love easel cards because they're a card and they're also a little display item. So this is going to go right in the center. So that means that you can display, means that you can put it up on your mantle or on your shelf or wherever. And it sits up, it props itself up. So this is that embossed piece. We'll put that right in the center. Okay, and then we're going to build these pieces. So I left this in the little saran wrap until I was ready to use it. So we'll go ahead and put all 3 of these pieces together. And then for this, since that's foil, I am going to bring in my glue dots. And I'm going to put some glue dots on the back of this. And I think it'll stick a lot better. So I'm just going to put a bunch of glue dots on here. There we go. So I'm just touching it to my cardstock. And then those glue dots are coming right off. I think I'll tear off a piece of this, make it a little bit easier. So I'm just touching my cardstock and that glue dot's coming off. So I think this will be the last one. And then we'll attach it to our gold piece. Just like that. So we got that part done. And now we'll do our circles. So I'm just going to glue these 2 circles together. Like that. And then let me bring in, so what we're doing is we're building all our separate pieces, then we're going to go ahead and put it all together. So if you're watching me live, go ahead and say hi. Even if you're watching the replay, you can go ahead and leave your comments, and you will still be entered in that giveaway. That's going all the way through Saturday. So now for our little snowflake, I'm going to bring in a dimensional. And I'm going to put it on the back right in the center. Perfect fit. And put that on our circle right in the center there. Okay, we're getting there. So now we get to use our punch. So this is that shimmer glittery paper, gold. And I'm going to put it in my punch. I gotta find so it fits just right. You need some muscles when you're going through that glitter paper. And there's our pretty punched out deer. So pretty. And I'm going to pop him up also with the dimensional. I'm going to put 2 on him. So this is just the circle that we're making right now. Okie doke. So let's go ahead and we'll finish the front. We're going to put dimensionals on the back of this. Pop it up. That's going to go like that, but before we put that down, we need to tie a ribbon. So this ribbon is that pretty gold ribbon. Gorgeous shimmer ribbon. So I'm just going to tie a square knot, which is so easy. So you need about 12 inches or so. And I'm going to bring this punch in to hold this down like that. Help me a little bit. So I'm just putting this ribbon right behind my card stock, that thing we just built. And I'm going to go left or right over left. And then this one here, that's now on the left, I'm just going to go ahead and put it underneath. That's doing all the work. And then right here, I'm going to make a little cross. I'm going to kind of move my ribbon around so it's nice and flat. I'm going to pull this one in the right over this way, which tightens up that little knot there. And then I'm going to take this bottom piece, and this is going to do the work now, and this is going to make a knot. So I'm using that to loop. Now this is where you get the square knot right here. Instead of pulling it like you pull your shoelaces and you pull both of them, just going to pull the right one, just like that. Just keep pulling it, and it'll go into a little bit of a square knot. Once it gets tightened, then you can pull both of them. But that gives you a nice flat, mostly you want to pull this one, gives you a nice flat square knot, just like that. So the trick is, once you tie it, you just pull that left one until it tightens up. And that's it. I like doing that one, that knot. Okay, so now this can go right on the front of our card. Center it just like that. I think I'm going to slide this down a little bit. There we go. And then this is glued down. I'm not popping it up yet. I mean, we could pop it up if you'd like, but I'm going to glue it down. Since that big rectangle is already popped up and our deer is popped up, I want to angle him so he looks like he's flying. Just like that. Scoot our ribbon down just a little more. Okay, so that's the front of our card. And now we're going to create what holds the easel up. So what we're going to do is take this piece and glue it on the inside of our card. Well, I don't see anyone commenting here. Are you all here with me, or are you watching me? If you are, say hi. Let me know what you're doing. What do you think of this card so far? Do you guys make easel cards? If you have, it's always nice to have a refresher. It's not a card that you make every day. So now we're going to build this bottom piece just by putting all these, layering all of these rectangles together. So we'll put this white one right in the center. And our gold one, again, I think I'll do that with glue dots. Glue dots, where are you? Pretty sure you're right in front of me. Oh, there you are, right in front of me. So just going to tear off a piece here and put some glue dots on the back. It's about 4 glue dots. That should do it. So this is going to go right in the center of this piece. Like that. And that, let's see, where's my white piece? Here it is. So now we're going to stamp on here Merry Christmas, and I'm going to stamp that in the shaded spruce. Perfect. And I'm going to use some glue dots since I'm attaching this to foil. just going to grab some glue dots off of here. Just like that. Okay, so we built that piece up, and that's going to go right here, and it's going to be popped up with more dimensionals. So flip this over. This is one of my favorite cards to make. I just love it. Okay, and that's going to be put right here at the bottom. Oh, forgot to take off the back of my dimensionals. Not too sticky. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And that, since it's popped up, is what's going to hold our easel card open. It's going to prop it up just like that. Isn't that cool? I love it, love it, love it. And what I like about the time-worn look is the snowflake. It kind of looks like it just is a snowy day or something in the background with that time-worn embossing folder. So that's your card for tonight. I hope you like it. If you do, please let me know. Leave me comments. I will go back and look at all the comments and shares that I have, and I'll do that Saturday evening. And here are the other cards that I made to share with you. Again, that fancy fold card, and the little ornament card, and the pretty with the musical embossed background. So I do have one more giveaway, and it'll be for the first person who types in the comments what my phrase is that I say whenever I sign off my YouTube videos. So the first person who types that in will win this card. I will mail that to you. So that'll be a good start for your Christmas cards. Plus, it's always nice to have one in hand. You can see how it all goes together. It's pretty darn simple, though. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's videos. Go ahead, leave your comments, share, visit my blog. I will have all the information from tonight's video on there. And that's it. See you tomorrow. Or see you, I will be on here tomorrow with some tips and techniques, Fast Friday card, Fancy Friday card, and I'll be back again next Tuesday. I'm not going to say what I normally say because that would give it away, but see you next week.